at the NJCCA booth with Barbara DeMarco, who is the lobbyist for the NJCCA. Barbara, tell me a little bit about your background.
For the last, I would say, almost 2 decades, I have now represented the New Jersey Child Care Association, and my background is as a lobbyist in Trenton. I handle a lot of education issues, a lot of children's issues, doing a lot of special education, preschool, K through 8. Charter schools, school choice, you name it, I've done it.
Wow, that's a lot. And so as far as early childhood education, what are some of the key issues that early childhood education is facing today?
I think the biggest issue for people who own and operate, as well as for parents, is the availability and accessibility and affordability of preschool in the community. What we're finding right now is this huge push to put preschool as part of the public school. And the feeling is it's free. Well, it's not free. Taxpayers are paying for it, property taxpayers specifically, because it becomes part of the school budget.
That's interesting because for 1 year you could be paying for your child's preschool education, but you'd be paying a lifetime in taxes. Is that how I understand it?
Absolutely true. What people think is free is never free if it's part of the public dole. When you put a preschool classroom inside a school, you're paying pensions for teachers, you're paying salaries for teachers, you're paying infrastructure, you're paying lifetime benefits. When preschool is held in the community, provided by not-for-profit and for-profit providers, they're paying all those benefits. They're paying those salaries. They're paying the cost of the infrastructure. More importantly, they're paying into the tax base, whether it's through leasing property, renting property, owning property. So it keeps that stable ratables for the municipalities. And that's what allows people to have smaller tax bills, because these are businesses, and what people don't understand is these are women-owned businesses for the most part that are owned and or operated by women and employ women, probably more women than any other industry in the state, other maybe than perhaps people working in cosmetology and hairstyling. This is a woman-centered, woman-owned business, and unfortunately, the more the schools get into it, the less likely those businesses will survive.
So that's true. They not only cost more in taxes, but many women will lose their jobs.
Absolutely. This is a unique industry because the way it developed over a course of time is it was mothers looking for a way to take care of their children, be active caregivers, role models, teachers, while at the same time making a living. And it was a nice way of combining. That's how it originated. But over the course of time, it's become very professionalized. So many of our owners and operators, in fact, it's a requirement that the people who run the centers are educators.
And now with so many things, there's so many quality programs in the private sector between accreditation and different aspects of it that are really geared to teaching young children.
Absolutely. And I think what people don't also realize is that your community-based center meets environmental, health, safety requirements that no public school is required to meet, unless it's a brand new school. So any school that's been retrofitted does not have the same requirements that a community-based, for-profit, not-for-profit child care center has to meet through licensure with the Department of Children and Families here in New Jersey. They are the most stringent and strictest environmental requirements, much more so than any preschool operated in a public school.
Well, thank you very much for that information. It's really, I think everyone wants high quality programs for young children, but it's a different way of looking at it where we can have both high quality and still an affordable program that's developmentally appropriate for children.
I think it's very important that but when we represent who we are, we're not just providing a quality education, we're providing a safe environment, an environmentally sound environment, and an environment that is conducive for our youngest and most vulnerable. And I think people need to understand that there is a strength in that kind of facility, with that kind of leadership, and that is really, as a parent, and as a parent of a 21-year-old son who went through community-based preschool, I am a strong advocate. It is literally the best place for your child.
Thank you very much, Barbara. And moms and dads, get out there and support your local preschool program. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
That
you.
was good.